Welcome everyone back to another live stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me just see how the audio is, guys, and we should be good to go. Welcome everyone back to another live stream. I think the audio is alright, guys. Let me know in the chat how the audio is. Yeah, let me know. Should be okay though. We should be good to go. Can you guys hear the music okay? Can you hear me okay? Michael, how you doing, dude? Welcome to stream. Happy birthday, all the best. Have a great day. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, it's not till tomorrow, but I'm gonna try and get back to the streaming on Sundays, so it's not till Monday. So, yeah, bit of an early one. I was gonna do something special for today's stream, but I didn't get a chance to get it all done. Or to get the stuff that I needed, so we're going to be doing something different. Just going to do a bit of hobby stuff that I need to get done coming up. So yeah, we'll just we'll see how we go, and yeah, should be a lot of should be good. I got something a little different that you guys probably don't really see too often. Which is kind of cool. So we'll get into that in a sec. But I hope everyone's doing well. If you guys are watching this on catch up, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Have you guys had a good week? When did I last stream? I think I streamed on Monday or Tuesday, wasn't I? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. So it's only been a couple of days since the last stream. But I want to get back into streaming Sundays again, essentially. So that's what we're doing today. I got surprised earlier with a surprise dinner thing when I had a lot of family come over, which I didn't think was going to happen. So I was very surprised, which is awesome. And I thought I'd come home and have a bit of a stream. Had a little bit to drink, guys, so I'm a little bit, in the head, but we'll get through this okay, I think. Hey Josh, how you doing, dude? Happy birthday for tomorrow / good morning / evening. Appreciate it, Josh. Just finished watching the first Battle Games video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know the audio needs to get better, guys. I know in some parts the audio is a bit rough. I will sort that out for future Battle Games videos. I think other than that, I like the... Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I think I like the layout that it is. I think I'm happy with that. But I think the battle reports probably need a little bit more work. But like I said, it's the first one. The first couple will be a bit rough, and then we'll sort out the kinks going forward. Like there's 91 issues plus 3 specials, so there's 94 videos over the next couple of years. So we're definitely going to iron out the kinks as much as we can. Hopefully by the last one we'll actually have it pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about it in the chat. I'd be interested in knowing. But yeah, any comments, criticisms, good, bad, ugly, I would love to know, guys. I really want to make it the best series I can. But yeah, if you guys, yeah. Like I said, I want to make it the best I can, so hopefully with your help I can make it the best I can, essentially. But yes, are you doing some hobby today, Josh? Like you said, did you get some hobby time for yourself? I was planning on doing something a bit different, well, not different, but I was planning on doing some terrain today, but I wasn't able to get the parts that I needed, so that will be for next week, I think. Either next week or the week after. We'll go back to doing some terrain on the stream. But in today's stream, I should say, not video, we have these guys, the Dunlending Warrior Warband. So these are the armored Dunlendings, the metal ones. They are now legends, I believe. So yeah, this is a warband. I got it off eBay a couple months ago now, about 6 months ago now, because we're going to need them for an upcoming Battle Games episode. So I think it comes with chieftains, banners, bows, all that kind of stuff. So let's open this guy up. Let's see what we got here. So by the looks of it, I don't know how many you get in here. So you get quite a few by the looks of it. So you get... Should I zoom in? Would that be better for you guys? So you get one guy with an axe and shield. There's one with a bow. Kind of cool. Got... I think that's the chieftain. Oh, that's bent quite a bit. His axe handle's bent quite a bit. Yeah. But definitely need some cleanup on these guys. Oh my god, look at that axe, my god. That axe has seen better days. So we have another axe guy. Very cool. So you have axe and shield, so that's a two-handed axe. We've got the chieftain, we've got a bit for the banner here. Kinda cool. Got another axe and shield. So we've got two axe and shields. They look like they're the same pose by the looks of it. Yes, I think they are. Hey Hazard, welcome to the stream, dude. Happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Thank you, Hazard. I appreciate you, dude. Welcome to the stream. Josh says, I think it was a good starting point. Like you say, as you go, you'll definitely get things perfected as you progress. Yeah, I mean, like if you got, like I said, if you guys have got any feedback for me, do let me know. I'm not gonna take it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, you know, sad, mad, or anything like that. I'm really looking forward to the feedback. I've already got some feedback like about the audio, but the audio, I knew the audio was a bit rough, but it will get better. Yeah, when we were streaming, because what I did was the plan was that I was gonna do like a voiceover for the battle reports, and have maybe some clips in from the live stream, but I decided to use the audio from the live stream and like kind of cut it in between. But Cameron's audio was fine. It was mine that was a bit dodgy. So I'm already looking at getting a new microphone as well for this series, because this microphone's okay, but I've had this microphone for about, I reckon, since 2018, 2017, 2018. It will, yeah, so I'm thinking about getting a new microphone. So this one's got like a dent in it too. I don't know how it happened in the actual microphone bit itself. So I will, I'm looking into getting a new microphone, so hopefully that should sort it out. But yeah, I'm happy with how the format of the series is. Like, you know, looking at the magazine, then doing the painting guide, then doing the terrain, then all that kind of stuff. But yeah. Hey Ricky, welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, everyone, and happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. Hazard says, "Ooh, done landings. I really want some of these models to use as Khan Doom." Yeah, I mean they would work quite well, to be fair. As Warriors of Khan Doom, like they do look quite good. Yeah, it's a lot of fur on the back. Yeah, I don't see why they can't work. It's just a problem now because they're not in production anymore. So unless they come into a made to order, like I said, I got these guys off eBay for really cheap. About 6 months ago, because I knew this is all the done landings I need for this scenario. Because issues 9 and 10, it's like a 2-part battle report. It's the first battle report that we actually get in battle games. But there's only one scenario over 2 issues. So what I was thinking was, is to do the what's it called? It's in the Two Towers Journey book. It's called like the Scouring of the Westfold or something like that. Burning of the Westfold. So we're going to do that scenario in issue 9, and then the issue for battle games in issue 10, and see how people like that. And because there is a few issues where you don't get a battle report because it's like you don't get a scenario because it's spread over a few issues. But you know, I want to, because we're doing a video format, I kind of want to do it do a battle report every episode. So we need a couple of Dunlendings. We need to do a couple of Uruk Scouts. I'm thinking about painting up some metal Scouts that I've got. Rather than I do have some plastic Scouts from the Isengard Battle Host, but I've got some classic metal Scouts which I think would be kind of cool to use. But yeah. Josh says feedback, not enough elves. Well, next issue, Josh, we do get some Last Alliance stuff, so you'll be getting your elves in there for sure. Hazard said, yeah, I've been trying to look on eBay and it was pretty expensive, considering I only want the shield and sword ones. The shield and axe ones, do you mean? These guys? Or do you mean like the wild men of Dunland? Because these are the armored ones. These are shield and axe. I don't know, is there a shield and sword one? I can't see any. They all look like shields and axes to me. Maybe there's another set that's got shield and swords, because I never really collected Dunland, so I'm not too sure. But they're cool models. They're definitely cool models. And it's nice that I've got like a little warband of them too now. For those older scenarios that haven't, because there's a lot of, like in the Two Towers Journey book, there's a lot with Dunland. Obviously War in Rohan, there's a lot of Dunland in there as well. So it's nice to have like a little warband of them. Kind of cool. Sorry, yeah, shields and sword / axe / hand. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, because yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a sword or an axe or whatever now, because it's just a hand weapon, right? But yeah, it's kind of cool. So looks like we get 1, 2, 3, 4 with axe and shield. 1, 2, 3, 4 with bow, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 with axe, with double-handed axe. So that's your 12. This guy's axe is really bent, so that's gonna be fun. There's the banner. So obviously the banner goes on something like that. Once we get it straightened out, I've always liked the Dunlending banner. I think it looks pretty cool. It's like that little cow's head or whatever it is. Is it a cow's head or a horse? I reckon it's probably a horse head, right? That would make sense. Death to the Foregoyle. Makes sense if it's a horse head. And then we've got the chieftain here with a bendy axe handle here as well. So that's pretty cool. Nice looking models, nice detail. I can't see anything wrong with them, which is good. Except they're a bit bendy, and if there's a bit of a flash on there, but that's what we're going to be doing today. Because now that I've actually started the series, guys, now we have to put an episode out every 2 weeks. So now I have to keep up to date with what I need to do. Like I'll show you guys. I've got like an entire list on my phone. I've got like a whole, this is like a whole list of what I need to paint, what stuff I need to get. So we've got issue 1. This is like what you get in the like what you need for the battle report in the magazine, then the extra like the card stuff that you get. And then you got issue 2, obviously. Issue 3, the extras that you get. Issue 4, the terrain that you need as well. So I've gone through every single magazine, and you can see there's quite a lot of stuff that isn't filled in yet. The one that I'm really worried about is this one, Two Towers Special, because it's like Gandalf on Shadowfax, Aragorn on horse, Theoden on horse, Aemir on horse, Gambling on horse, Legolas on horse, 16 Rise of Rohan and the 6 Royal Guards mounted, which is quite the task, for sure. But so I need to get all them painted. So yeah, it's interesting, that's for sure. And that Aragorn on horse is the one that I converted quite a few. Was it about a year ago now? I think maybe a bit more than a year ago. The armored Aragorn on horse. So it'd be nice to paint that guy up finally. Yeah, put that phone on charge. Yeah, I know, Ricky. Oh, it's all right. It's still on 22%. That'll last. But yeah. Josh says, hoping to get onto some hobby in a sec. Got to get a video edited and rendered. I can get back to some Lothlorien Guard and Celeborn. Really want to get this new Lothlorien all ready for a game soon. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be very cool, Josh. Make sure to... We need to get Lothlorien work in progress pics now, instead of Merkwood ones. I think everyone would be happy to see that. Well, what's the video for, dude? Are you uploading content? Make sure to put it on the Discord. So yeah, so that's what the plan is today, guys. We're gonna get these guys cleaned up, and we'll see how we go from there. So I guess we can just get straight into it, guys. We've got the bases here as well. I don't know. Do you guys want to see like a paint? I don't need to do a painting guide for these because like they're not in Battle Games Middle Earth. But do you guys want to see a painting guide for Dunlendings? Maybe. Let me know in the chat. If you guys do, I'll do it. If you don't, I won't worry. It'd be nice to paint up some models without having to film it for once. Exactly. Haha. Season 2 of Elves completed needs to happen. Yes. We've had one Elves, yes, completed. What about second Elves completed? So yeah, let's get straight into these guys. We'll start off with I don't know. Start off with the Chieftain. Makes the most sense. So I love these old models. The only problem is that they are metal, and sometimes you do miss the flash on them sometimes, which can be quite annoying. Hey Darren, welcome to stream, dude. Happy birthday, Benji, and welcome back. Thank you, dude. My birthday's not till tomorrow, but thank you, my friend. Yes, I am going to be 30. It's a big one. But 30's the new 20, I'm telling myself, so it's just a new chapter in your life. So doing that. And I remember when I did my metal Easterlings, when I cleaned them up and I thought I got them all, when I started painting them, and then you find this odd bit of flash, it's so freaking annoying. It was usually like on cloth like this, so I've got to double check. There's some pretty damn horrific mold lines. I do have the window open as well, guys, just to let some cool air in. If it gets too much, guys, just let me know and I can close it up. But it was insane. It was 43 or 44 degrees here yesterday. It was absolutely mental. And now it's like 16 degrees. Like a day later. It's kind of crazy how weather changes like that. We were literally like the hottest place on earth yesterday. And I know you guys in the UK are going through like a really bad winter storm or something at the moment, so hopefully you guys are doing alright over there. We'll use this to get this. But yeah, these guys are cool. I like the aesthetic of these guys. It's a shame they went to Legends. But, you know, it's nice that they got a nice little update to their range before they went to Legends, like with the War in Orhan stuff. Unlike some other ranges like Khand and Muhud and stuff like that. They never got an update, really update to the range, and I don't think they're probably going to get it now, unfortunately. Unless in the next edition they bring it all back out of Legends, but that's probably not going to happen. 10 people in the stream, welcome everyone. How are we all doing? Make sure to say hi in the chat if you haven't already. Awesome to see who's working on what, where people are from. What are people working on, guys? What are you working on at the moment? Let me know in the chat. Ricky, you're probably working on about 100 different things at once, right? Your hobby productivity is through the roof, my friend. Hazard says I could see Khan and Mahmood eventually coming back. I mean, it is a possibility. I think, I think we said this in the last stream. I think the reason that they went to Legends is because I think it's very much a licensing thing. That it seems like in this edition, if it's not in the films, it's gone to Legends essentially, or if it's not in the book. And technically they're not in the book. I mean, I think they are mentioned, but they're not, you know, then there's not like a design for them. Because like Imri Hill's not in Armies of the Rings or in Armies of the Hobbit, but he is in Armies of Middle Earth because he is like a big figure in the book. But he's not a but Mahmood and Khan, they're not really that. Like, you know, there's no like named characters for them really. So yeah, it is a shame. Because it seems like we're getting a new edition every 6 years. Double the time of 40k and, you know, Sigmar and all that. Because like The Hobbit came out in 2012, then Middle Earth came out in 2018, then we got the new one in 2024. So looks like we might get a new edition in 2030, or maybe even in 2027 when Hunt for Golem comes out. The Hunt for Golem strategy battle game. Who would want that, guys? Golem strength 10, fight 10. That would be pretty mental. No, I don't see them doing a new edition for that. What if they do something for Hunt for Golem? It'd be like a what do you call it? Like a journal kind of thing, whatever they want to do. Which is interesting why they're doing like a new Golem and Shelob and all that now. You'd think they'd wait until Hunt for Golem, but to bring out a new Golem, but it's interesting. That's for sure. Down in Kent, Darren says down in Kent we had some structural damage along the coast. Oh, sorry to hear that, dude. Hopefully you didn't get affected too much. I know I'm going to miss some mold lines, which is very, very frustrating. Okay, so we'll say the chieftain's done. Working on some Harad for my Mumax. Oh, very nice, Darren. I was very, very tempted to buy a Mumak the other day. I was very tempted. But I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. There might be a Mumak in the in my future, guys. Hazard says, I think starter set and updated books for Hunt for Golem maybe. Like, we got the updated rulebook for the Oscalia set, so yeah, so it wasn't a new rulebook, but it was an updated one, like you said. It was a it was all the errata and FAQs and that, so it was like a 1.5. It was like a 0.5 edition. That's definitely a possibility. I could see that happening. But what would the starter set be? Because we know from the story of Hunt for Golem that there's not really like a big battle that takes place, really, unless they want to talk about like a more well, you know, they could do anything really to expand it out. So there could be like a fight, I mean, we know that Gollum escapes the clutches of Mirkwood by an orc party, so who knows. Josh, new Mirkwood stuff and orcs? Starter set? What would you want in that starter set though? Nick Taylor, welcome to the stream, dude. Hobby tonight, converting Cave Drake and Dragon. Well, welcome, dude. That's awesome. How are you converting the Cave Drake? They're cool models. I always wanted to get a Cave Drake and a Dragon. I will one day, I think, but I've got so much to do, so little time. See, it's like these ones in here. See, there's one there. You thought I missed you, but I didn't. I kind of think the film will make the Mirkwood skirmish into a bigger battle. That's a possibility. It is a big possibility. And what, the end of the film would be like Legolas going off to the Council of Elrond and stuff like that? Saying, just so you know, he kind of escaped. I mean, because it is in the Jackson verse, like, it doesn't have to, you know, if it's just a skirmish in the book, like, it could be like a full-blown battle in the Jackson verse, like, that would make sense. I'm not going to say no. But if they're bringing back Orlando, it's going to be weird seeing a different Aragorn, because apparently they're recasting Aragorn. So that would be weird seeing a different Aragorn, the same Legolas but a different Aragorn together. Which would, you know. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, you know, it's a different character, it's a different person playing the character, so instantly write them off. Like, you know, if they, you know, they know, it's yeah, it's obviously the original filmmakers. Like, it's Andy, it's Peter, it's Fran, it's Philippa, it's all those kind of, like, so they know they're going to disappoint fans by not hiring Vigo. But even if you could do like because like AI. I know AI is like a sore subject for most people at the moment, but even like a deep fake could work really well. Maybe that's what they are going to do. Who knows? Maybe they're just hiring a younger character, like a younger actor, but then they're going to deep fake him or something like that. I don't know. And like, to be fair, he's not. Aragorn's not that much younger, really, than what we've seen in the films. So, unless they're going to go way back into the Thorongil days, that could be fun. See Thengil and Ecthelion. That'd be kind of cool. Lovely model for its age, yeah, I agree. I kind of think the film will make the Mirkwood skirmish into bigger, yeah. Oh god, more Mirkwood, imagine. I'd have to restart them. New Mirkwood elves and some orcs would be good. Does seem more like a big journal type of thing, yeah. I mean, I kind of agree that because it would be 3 years after the launch of this new edition, so if they want to do like a 0.5 edition, that could make sense. Like they could do like a new like an updated rulebook with FAQs and stuff in there. Like not change the rules or anything like that, but like, you know, exactly what they did in Osgiliath, the Battle of Osgiliath set. So there's a big possibility that could happen. If that's not going to happen, I definitely think we'll get a journal of some type. Because they're definitely going to do something for Hunt for Gollum, for sure. For sure they are. But they literally brought out a new edition. I was going to say last year, but it was 2024. So, 13 months ago they brought out the new edition. They wouldn't have brought out a new edition now if they didn't have a license for only a couple of years. So I think they've got the and this is just me talking like I don't know, but just giving my honest opinion. Is that I think they've got they've redone the license, and that's why they had to do the legacies and all that, because it was part of the new licensing agreement or something along those lines, is what I think. I don't know what you guys think. And it's like, New Line or someone was probably like, look, if you want to keep going with this, you got to sort out, because like there was a lot. To be fair, there was quite a lot of what would you call it, like fat around the edges of the game, and they wanted to trim it off to bring it out and that, I think the fat of the outside, the fat bit, was the legacy bit. Which, at the end of the day, if it's going to benefit the game, then it's probably for the best. If by the looks of it if this is going to be the addition of resculpting, I know it's not great for 40k because it's just, but I think SBG kind of needs it. So if we lose the legacy stuff, and it's not, we really haven't used it because a lot of indie tournaments can obviously use them. It's just the GW tournaments, and we obviously can't buy them from GW anymore. But if that's the cost of us getting new sculpts for existing models, then I'll gladly take it. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It's a shame it'll be different person, but it's out of their hands, really. Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways they could go. I assume Vigo turned it down. I feel like I did hear something somewhere where he's like, I'm too old for this, or like, because he wants the best. He's very much like Henry Cavill, where he's like, he's not going to do it if he doesn't think it's right, or something along those lines. But like I said, there's definitely an option where they could just cast a younger character, or do a deep fake, or make him look exactly, because there are celebrity lookalikes out there, so there is a possibility, like, you get someone like Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky in the Avengers, or Winter Soldier. You get him to do it, like, I could see him as a young Aragorn, something like that. So it's I know it sucks that we're not going to see Vigo, but I don't think it's the end of the world. At the end of the day, it's all about the acting, right? And who knows, if he does a good job, maybe we can get more films of a young Aragorn, maybe a Thorongor film or something along those lines, using him, the new guy, whoever it's going to be. Yeah, I thought it was Viggo who said he's too old for it now. Yeah. I mean, maybe you could do like an epilogue scene of like him and Arwen in Minas Tirith or something along those lines. Or maybe it's like them at the start. Like, I think you might see like a cameo of him, possibly. But they're not going to say it. Like maybe he's telling, what's his son's name? Oh, I always get it mixed up. So it's Aragorn and Arwen's son is... I was going to say Elladan and Elra here, but it's not that. It's, oh, what's the name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Someone's going to say in the channel, I'm going to be like, oh, that's it. Oh, I can't think of it now. Someone's going to say it and I'm going to be like, oh, that's it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Eldarion, thank you, Hazard. Eldarion. Like, maybe he's like telling Eldarion like the story of how he found Gollum or something like that. And that you see like a little bit of like a and like, you know, whoever plays Eldarion is also the young Aragorn, or, you know, something along those lines. I'm just making shit up now, to be honest. But yeah. Jeff, says Ricky. Yeah, good old Jeff. No, that's Jeff the Goblin, mate. So there's a tricky one there that I saw. Nick Taylor says, I have a Drake and a Dragon already. Oh, just missed that. Let me go. I have a Drake and Dragon already and want the option for 2 Dragons and Drakes, or 1 and 3, so have swapped head and legs between them, and leg and head swap and soften the resin to change the pose. Oh, that's very cool, dude. Make sure to show it on the Discord. There is a live stream thread on Discord. It's the top one. You post it up there. If anyone posts any hobby stuff on there that they're doing at the moment, guys, pop it up there. I'll get it on the screen to show everyone. If you guys want, just let me know you put it up there, and I'll get it up way. So it's all like little ones. I know I'm gonna miss some because I always do. It's so freaking annoying. Because it's white metal, you can't really see it too well. Let's do the banner bit. That's easy. That's easy enough. Hazard says, yeah, he turned down being in The Hobbit as Aragorn shouldn't be there, so I think he knew he was too old to do it justice. Yeah, I mean, it definitely would have been cool to see him. But yeah, kudos to him, right? Josh says, at least it seems Lee Pace is coming back from that quote from one of the higher ups about an Elf King. Yeah, I definitely think Lee Pace is coming back, and as well as I think Orlando's been confirmed, I think. Well, not confirmed, but very much hinted at. And I don't think... Orlando's still young enough to play Legolas, I think. I mean, with makeup and, you know, de-aging stuff, how good it is now, you could easily make Orlando come back. I think that's an easy thing to do. Yeah, it'd be awesome to see Thranduil again. I want to see him fight because he was so good in The Hobbit. One of the best things about The Hobbit is Thranduil, I think. My opinion. But yeah, it'd be cool. And obviously we know Gandalf's returning, Frodo's returning, or Ian McKellen, Sir Ian McKellen, I should say, and Elijah. And apparently there was rumours about all 4 hobbits coming back, but we'll have to wait and see about that. I think it'll be I don't think the hobbits will be like a big role. I think it'll just be more like a cameo kind of thing in the Shire. But yeah, be cool to see him anyway. Josh says, would have loved to seen Tariel too, but Evangeline Lilly quit acting before. Have you seen she was in a serious accident? Hawaii recently suffered brain damage. Yeah, I saw the video of it, Josh. It's so hard to say that. She's such a great actress too. A lot of people say she isn't a good actress, and I completely disagree. She's in such a lot of different films that, you know, I think it's because people don't like Tariel. I love Tariel. I think she's a great character. Obviously not in the books, but I think she's definitely a good fan-made character. Again, my opinions, guys. And I think, yeah, for that to happen to anyone, you know, is sucks. To be frank. Yeah, it seems like she's not. Hopefully, she makes a speedy recovery, but by the sounds of it, she's probably lucky to be alive, to be honest. Well, I just dropped the Dunlending. Where did he go? I might have to look for that. Oh no, he's just there. I found it. But yeah, I saw the video of it, Josh, and it was heartbreaking to see, to be honest. Like all the interviews that I've seen with her, she seems like such a fun person as well, and to see her like that, it's kind of heartbreaking, to be honest. She did not look very well. Michael says, I just grabbed 12 of these Armored Dunland Warriors and about 12 or 15 Wildmen. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I got the Warband. So it comes with 4 axe and shield, 4 double-handed axe, 4 bows, and the chieftain and the banner, which is kind of cool. I got it off eBay like a couple of months ago. And more Lord of the Rings, but Warhammer being a bit slow. I ordered 30th December and still not here. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens. They're probably still in the backlog from Christmas, and they've got quite a lot of, you know, pre-orders and all that to ship. So yeah, it'll come eventually, dude. It'll come. Demon Hunter, welcome to the stream, my friend. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to see everyone in chat. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys are excited for the return of the live streams on Sundays, because I'm gonna try and keep it to Sundays again. It seems like you guys prefer Sundays. And like I said at the start of the stream, I had something special planned to do this stream, but I didn't get the materials in time. It was going to be something terrain related, but I might as well just say it, because I thought, you know, just in case you guys don't want to see it, I was going to start building Orthanc. Because we need part of it for issue 13 for the Wizard's Duel. And I kind of want to make an Orthanc where it's like removable. It's like you got like removable floors, and like the back of it's removable, so you can like make people go up the stairs and stuff like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. So what I was going to do today, I was like, I didn't get the materials in time, I was like going to plan it out with you guys and see what you guys think, and I'm thinking I'm going to make it like 3 or 4 foot tall. Like, it's not going to be an exact scale replica, obviously, because I know some Orthancs like seem like 3 meters tall. I was like, I can't do that, but I'm going to try my best and do it like 3 or 4 feet. But yeah, let's see. Mold line remover first. Mold line remover is actually pretty good for you for getting rid of the mold lines off metal. Metal on metal, I don't know if it's a good combination, but it seems to work for me. Nick Taylor says, what happened to the Dolgador train you started a while back? It's in storage. I don't know why I kept going with it. I think something probably just came up, and I started on something different. Because I want to start on so many things at once, but never finish anything. I think what you've gotten instead of Dolgador is Helm's Deep. I think if I didn't start Helm's Deep, probably Dolgador would have been finished by now. But I've basically done Helm's Deep instead. Because I knew I needed Helm's Deep for this battle game series. And I knew that it wasn't going to take like an overnighter. I knew I had to have like quite a bit of time to do it, and I'm very excited to play on it. It's not finished yet. I still need to finish painting it. But like I said, it's going to be. I think it's after issue 15. It's a 2 Tower special where we will need to see it. Where I will need it. So. What's that? So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So in like 8 or 9 months from now, guys, you're gonna see Helm's Deep being played on. It's 2 issues one issue a fortnight. 15 issues in, it's like 8 or 9 months. So it's like 2 issues a month. Yeah, I think that's about right. About 8 months time. So in about, what's that? September, October time, you'll see Helm's Deep being played on. But I'll need to complete it long before then. I'll probably finish it in like in a 2 or 3 months time. Because yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Be cool to see Doggador finish. I will finish it one day. I think I bought like 12 boxes of the Doggador Ruins, and I still have the dungeon that I built, the Doggador dungeon. That dungeon board I built. It's still there. It's like some of it's in storage, some of it's in my cupboard. I will finish it one day. I think I know what happened. I think I did a poll, and I was like, which one of these would you guys prefer? And I think Helm's Deep won over Doggador. I think that's what it was. It was something along those lines. I really want to get some Doggador stuff soon to recreate that Defense of North stuff with Lothlorien attacking it. Yeah, I mean, that's why I kind of started building it, to be honest. Was for Defense of North, along with Erebor. Again, another one that I started but not finished. The Erebor board. Which at the moment, I completely threw out the Erebor board, so when I go back to actually doing Erebor, I'm going to have to redo it the entire... But I wasn't happy with Erebor, how it was turning out. That's why I basically threw it out. I still want to do Erebor at some point, but I'm kind of like invested in Lord of the Rings at the moment, more than The Hobbit. I think Battle Games of Middle Earth has kind of done that to me, because it's firmly cemented in Lord of the Rings territory. Like I said, I'm only one person on this channel, guys, so at the moment anyway, so I want to do everything, but I just can't. I just don't have the time. I can either build models or paint or do terrain or, you know, do videos, like, you know, it's just little old me. But yeah, definitely be cool to see some stuff like that. I'm slowly working on some of the GW kits. Yeah, the GW kits are great. The Rohan house is great. I think of all the kits that I've done the Rohan house, the Palisades and Watchtower, the mansion, the ruins of Osgiliath. I haven't done the tower, and the Doggador ruins. I think the best one I've done, the one I've liked out of all of them, I like the modularity of the Doggador kit, but I think I prefer the house, the Rohan house. It's just simple, you know. But I do like the modularity of the Doggador stuff. It's very cool. I like and the evil terrain's kind of cool. I'm kind of excited for the treachery of Smeagol. Oh no, is it the Golem? What are the supplements called? The journal, because there's going to be a lot of terrain stuff in there, so I'm excited to see what's in there. Michael says 12 Doggador, awesome. I've been building 2 of my 4 Lake Town houses. Yeah, Lake Town's another one I want to get to. I'd love to do a Lake Town board at some point. Love to do a Lake Town board at some point. Demon Hunter says, Michael, were you the one looking for Dane/Thorin the 4th? I remember someone in stream, but not the Discord wanting them. They came back and hopefully you got to pick them up. Nice. They're cool models too. So many cool models. think that's looking alright. So see if there's any more. Any more. Not that I can see. Next. What's that? Okay. Oh, did I cut myself there? No, but I was close. I felt that. Are we going to do any blood on the stream, guys? Yeah, that was kind of close. Hey, Josh! Thank you for the 14 months of membership, dude. My God, you are amazing, my friend. I think you were like one of the first ones, right? If you had to take a shot in the dark and guess what the next journal after the Shelob one, what would it be? I would say, considering it's 25 years of Fellowship, I think it's got something to do with the Fellowship. I mean, that's just the most logical answer for me. I mean, what's the Shelob one called? Let's go and have a look. It's not called the Treachery of Smeagol. I think that's one of the scenarios in there. Let's go have a look. What's it called? It is called... Oh, it is called the Treachery of Gollum. Okay. That was announced on the 24th of November, so hopefully we get some more news soon. I'm thinking it'll be something called like the Journey of the Fellowship or something like that. Maybe not even that. It'd be like the quest. No, the quest of the Ring. We've already done that. Like I'm thinking like a rehash of the Journey book. Like the Fellowship of the Ring Journey book. So maybe it's just called the Fellowship of the Ring, and then next year we get one for the Two Towers, and the year after we get one for Return of the King. You know, something along those lines. I'm thinking. Yeah, I think they're gonna do something for the 25th anniversary. I don't know what it is. It would be nice to see a new Fellowship. Because we haven't had a new Sam and now that Gollum's out, we haven't had a Frodo and Sam or Gandalf the Grey in the new plastics, so it would be nice to see that. I mean, you could see a Frodo, Sam, Gandalf the Grey pack, I think. Call it like The Journey Begins or something like that. I think, like, if that came out, guys, if a new Gandalf the Grey, Frodo and Sam came out in a pack, would you guys buy it? I know I would. Although I'd buy a lot of everything that came out, to be honest. Demon Hunter says blood for the blood god. Yeah, hopefully not. This is a new blade though, so you gotta be careful. Michael says, I also want the 3 named ends plus another 7 ends. Ends are pretty cool. I have to get some ends for battle games in like 30 issues time. Darren just says yes. I think a new Fellowship would be nice. The old plastics aren't great. I'd buy them straight away if they got updated. Yeah, and I think I think it would sell. I think it would sell out, to be honest, on pre-order day. A new plastic Fellowship of the Ring would instantly sell out, I think, because it's just so universal. Like, I think even people who don't usually play SBG would probably buy it just to have it, you know. Because that old plastic Fellowship is rough. It is rough. Yeah. It would be cool to see. And like, what would you guys want them in? Would you want them in post-Lorien? I'd want them in pre-Lorien gear. So like, between the events of Rivendell and Lorien. You know, like kind of like the Moria. Like I kind of want them as in where they're waiting for the goblins in Balin's tomb. That's the kind of gear I want them in. I think that'd be cool, because we've got so many stuff with Elven Cloaks, but we don't have many Fellowship models like that. Ricky says, I reckon they just release an updated version of Quest of the Ring Bearer for the 25th anniversary, and if we're lucky, maybe a Forge World Frodo and Sam. That'd be cool. I don't think Sam and Frodo would be Forge World though. I think they'd be plastic. I think they're big enough. I think they are big enough to go. If a new Frodo, and even if it didn't come with Gandalf, I think a new plastic Frodo and Sam would sell. In my opinion. Like, that just makes the most sense to me, to be honest. Yeah, Josh says pre-Lorien, yeah. I mean, there's obviously less scenes for them to be in, but you get Gandalf the Grey, you get the four hobbits, you get Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir. And I think it's, if you want to do a plastic Fellowship, you do the scene where they're waiting for the goblins. Aragorn with a bow. That'd be cool to see. I think we've only ever had one Aragorn with a bow, which was the original Metal 3 Hunters, if I'm not mistaken. Ranger Aragorn with a bow, that'd be cool. I know people have done conversions of them waiting like that as well, waiting at Balin's too. Be cool to see. Damien Hunter says there was a rumor that they wanted all plastic for every game, but I don't think they would be stopping Forge World for the niche units. Yeah, see, the fact that I've heard this rumor quite a lot, saying that GW wants to get rid of Forge World. I don't think they do. What I think they want to do is they want to get rid of, like, they want to make sure that their most popular games, 40k and Sigmar, are mostly plastic kits. I don't think they can get rid of Forge World, to be honest, because of like things like that. Sorry, there's an ambulance coming, guys. Apologies. It might be a police, actually. Sounds different. But yeah, I don't think Forge World's going anywhere in the next 5 years. I'll just say that. Because from what I know and from what I've seen, like, people are constantly buying Forge World stuff all the time. You know, for 40k, for, you know, that kind of stuff. And they're not just going to get rid of it just because, you know, of that. In my opinion. But who knows? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's alright, we're good. We're still cooking here. Joshua Crosby, welcome to the stream, Josh. How you doing? Great to see you stream. I need something to see me through this Rapid Mumac project. Love the first Battle Games of Middle-earth episode. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you. The Rapid Mumac project. Did you get that idea off Cameron? Because he did one. Paints on a 4-up. I want to do that project one day. Be cool to do. Again, it's just there's so many things to do, so little time. And I think my project at the moment is this Battle Games in Middle-earth series. That's my big project at the moment, so... But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the first episode, Josh. I know it was a bit rough around the edges, but we will it will get better over time. Like, I know the audio wasn't up to scratch, but we'll be ironing out a couple of kinks in the next couple of episodes. So hopefully it will get better over time, which I'm sure it will. I'm thinking about buying a new microphone, so audio shall improve. But yeah, the thing that I think I'm happy with how the videos, like how it is, like, you know, how it's structured. I think I'm happy with how that is. The battle reports I think could be a bit better. I'm going to try and improve on them. But yeah, like I said, any constructive criticisms, guys, you know, positive, negative, ugly, beautiful, I don't care. Like I said, I'm trying to make it the best series it can be. I don't think it's too bad for the first episode, to be fair. Like I said, the audio in places was a bit shocking, but I really couldn't do anything about it. I was more looking after Cameron's audio in the stream than I was my own, which kind of backfired on me, but that's alright. We know the problem now and we'll fix it. Josh says, so they can be used in Moria, meaning they give us more goblins and an updated cave troll too. So they can be used in Moria. Ah, yeah, I know what you mean. Like a new plastic cave troll? That'd be cool. I think if we were to get a new cave troll, it would be plastic. I honestly don't think we're going to see so much new Forge World stuff anymore. Hot take. I think they're trying to move away from that. Because, like, Shelob. If like the Shelob that got announced, I think if she got announced 5 years ago, she'd be Forge World resin. I honestly believe that. I think they were probably waiting until plastic got better and then brought out a new Shelob. If that Shelob came out for Quest of the Ringbearer, say, I think she would have been Forge World. I think there was a lot of people like guessing, like back when that was happening, like if we got a new Shelob, she'd be Forge World. Like Forge World resin. Hazard says, I do think we are getting a plastic Frodo and Sam for the Golden Book. I think we are. I think we are, to be fair. It would be odd if we don't. I mean, technically we do have a new Frodo because it's the new webbed Frodo, so technically we do have a new Frodo. But yeah, it's cool no matter what. The naming of the Shelob set makes it seem like there are other sets in the wave. What's it called? In the what's it called? Shelob is she'll be available in the plastic box in plastic in a new box, the Path of Curathungel, Shelob and Gollum. Ah, I see what you mean there. So it could be the Path of Curathungel, Frodo and Sam, or something along those lines. I could see that. I could see that happening. Makes sense. Makes sense. You know what we need for the Shelob expansion? A random Rohan scene so they can do riders. Don't put it past them. Don't put it past them. Josh says, surely an updated box with the new Fellowship vs Goblins And Troll is a callback to the old iconic scenario that so many tried in GWs as intro games would be cool. Yeah, a new starter box with a new plastic fellowship, plastic goblins, and a plastic cave troll would be lit. An updated scenery as well. Our takes are so hot that the police is looking for us. They are indeed. Darren says, really enjoyed it. Looking forward to see it evolve. Thank you, Darren. Yeah, like I said, it will get better as the series evolves. Like I said, there's 91 issues. There's 3 specials, so that's 94 episodes. We're going to be going until at least 2030. It's like 4.5 years in the making. So hopefully, by the time we get to 94, then we should be okay. No, I'm hoping because we've already done the first 4, so I'm hoping by number 5 we should have ironed out all the kinks. Like I said, I'm looking into the market for a new microphone, so the quality of the audio for that will be better, as well as the audio quality for the streams actually, because like I'll be replacing this one. Like I said, I've had this mic for about 7 or 8 years now, so I think it's about time. It's a bit rough, to be fair, as well. It was good at the time. It's a Blue Yeti like microphone, but it's been a bit roughed up, to be honest. But yeah, actually, what I do want to know, guys, is like, how did you find the battle report? Did you find it? What's the word I'm looking for? Could you follow along? Did you enjoy the pace of it? Was it, too short? Was it too, should there be more stuff in there? I edited it along with the audio from the live stream, which is probably why it sounds a bit rough. But like, I put those turn things in there so people could keep up with, like, what was going on. Yeah, let me know, guys. I'd love to know. Demon Hunter says, I think a Forge World Sheila would suffer from the same issue as the metal one, with the spindly connections to the chunky body would be a sensitive to breaking. See, I think, yes, that's a possibility, but also I mean, it doesn't matter now because we're getting one in beautiful, beautiful plastic. But I think the good thing about Forge World resin over metal is that you can bend it. Because, you have things like that, right? Prime example. I've got to be careful when I'm bending this, because I was converting some, giant spiders and the Spider Queen back in like Defense of North time, right? And they're still just converted. They haven't done anything. The amount of times I've broken legs because of stuff like this, so I'm trying to bend metal, and then once that bend gives way, it's hard to it's hard to come back from that. But with say what you will about resin, say what you will about Finecast, but you can easily it's a lot easier to clean up the metal stuff. It's a lot easier to bend back as well, obviously. But yeah, I think I actually missed a few there. Nick Taylor says metal, resin, and plastic manufacturing equipment is inefficient. Makes sense to rationalize. Exactly. Is that 11th Black Dice Crosby of be something? Yes, he'll be looking after. He'll be wanting my channel dice now. Imagine new plastic fellowship, says Josh. New goblins and troll and lurt all in plastic. I like an updated Balrog too personally, but I know that's more of a long shot. Yeah, I don't think a Balrog's likely. I mean, who knows, to be fair? Who knows at this point? But what did you say? A lurt? I definitely think we could see lurts. I'm surprised we didn't get a new lurts when Quest of the Ring Bearer War in Rohan came out. Probably more like Quest of the Ring Bearer. Like he literally got his own legion. Yeah, I think lurts is definitely Like some of the alert scops are really good, some of them aren't too good. Right, this is probably the worst alerts. Let me zoom in here, guys. I assume this is probably worst alerts. And then the firing one and the one taking the arrow out are the better looking ones. I'm assuming you guys agree with me on that. But yeah. I could be cool like an Ammon Hen starter set. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, what do you guys think they're going to do for the 25th anniversary? If they're going to do anything, what do you guys think is going to happen? No dice to be won here, Crosby clear off. Plastic Fellowship and Wood Elves are the most erogenous of the existing plastic. Nick Taylor, I kind of agree with you, dude. Those plastic Wood Elves, they're not too great to look at. That's why when they came out with the metal Wood Elves, I bought heaps. I bought like 12 of them. I think the metal Wood Elves are so much better than the plastics. Same with the that's why I got so many metal Galathrim Halders Elves, because I think they're so much better than the plastic ones. But yeah, they're really nice, really nice. Josh says, would love updated Wood Elves. Those old plastics are horrific in my opinion, but I thought it would be a cliche for me to say on the channel I wanted updated elf models. I think everyone would understand, Josh. People who haven't been on the channel will probably understand. Ricky says, yeah, reshaping metal miniatures is horrible, especially thin weapons. You can never easily get rid of the bend. Yeah. Thin weapons, spider legs, like I said. All not very nice at all. I love all the alerts model, never understood the dislike for shield down, sword up. It's my second favourite, the first being the rare aiming bow. Yeah, that's a good one. I'd love to see like a running alerts where it's like sword in one hand, shield in the other, and it's like running, like a running pose. Like, I don't have it on me, but there's like a Urukai scout like that. Be a cool, it'd be a cool pose to have. I mean, I don't think it's a bad model. I just prefer the other ones. I think. I had a much more appreciation for this model when I painted it up for the series. Josh says GW 25th anniversary. How about another Space Marine Captain? I mean, to be fair, we're probably going to get a new Space Marine Captain this year for our 11th edition. I would not be surprised. So. You might think it's funny, Josh, but it's probably going to happen. Demon Hunter says we do need a new Manius Calgar. It's been over a month since the last one. Yeah, Manius Calgar in Terminator armor, right? I was really hyped when I saw the new Titus and his like retinue and like the 500 Worlds book. I was like so excited. I was like, yes, I'm going to get this. And I'm like, no, like why do I want this? It's the addiction of plastic crack. and new shiny things. It's like, it's not good. It's like, what am I going to do with this? Like, usually what happens is, like, I get an inkling to do some 40k stuff. I paint it for about a week or two, and I'm like, oh, I'm done with it. Let's get back to SBG or bolt action. Hey, Nosby Damas, welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing? Do not fear, I am here. Welcome, my friend. How you doing? What are you working on? Ricky says, but I still prefer metal over finecast. I mean, I prefer the sculpts. I don't prefer the cleaning up process. I prefer finecast over metal. Hot take, I know, for the cleaning up process alone. I know it takes a lot longer, but it's a nicer process. But I prefer the metal sculpts. They're a lot more realistic than finecast. Josh says, I don't mind his shield model to be fair, but I think new plastic would do him justice. Also, surely they'd help Urix will try that bulk if they... Also, surely they'd help Urix will try that bulk if they... And Lurt's got updates. The warriors are pretty small for a guy. Yeah. I mean, if they did like a... You do like an Lurt's and Uglet pack, right? Like, call it like Captains of the Urukai, like Lurtz and Ugluk or something like that. Yes, I agree. Metal over the laughable finecast. Fair enough. Finecast breaks more easily. Well, don't bend it then. Use hot water. If you're breaking finecast, then something's going wrong. Whoa, that was close. I hate to ask it, guys, but if you guys are enjoying the stream for some reason, make sure to leave a like. It does help out the channel greatly, guys, and it's a free way to support the channel. I appreciate you guys, and what I like actually more than anything is for you guys to leave comments on videos, because they really help, and also it pushes me to do more, because like I see the what do you call it, the engagement. So if you guys like are enjoying what I'm putting out, then it makes me want to do more, you know, to make more videos and spend more time doing videos. I remember all bottles being metal, had to carry a toolbox everywhere. Yeah, I used to do that when I first started, actually, doing the hobby. Got this toolbox from like the $2 shop. Had my metal models in there before I knew anything about carry cases and stuff like that. Some mold line down that leg. But yeah, what do you think, guys? Should I do a painting guide for these Dunlendings? I don't need to do one, but would you guys like to see one? The only reason I say no is because they are legends now. Like, you can't buy them, so what's the point? But yeah, I shall do what the people desire. Is there any painting videos, guys, that you'd like me to do? Like any models in the range? I'm always looking to do like just random videos like that. Like, is there a random model in the range or a random selection of miniatures that you guys would like me to do a painting video for? Also keep me up to, you know, it would help me to decide what to do next, essentially. But yeah, you guys will see these in, you'll see these guys being used in episode 9 of Battle Games in Middle-earth. Which is cool. The Burning of the Westfold, I think the scenario is called. It's from the Two Towers Journey book. So if you guys have got that, if you guys got the Journey book for the Two Towers, you guys can go and have a look. There's a few things I still need to get for that scenario. I need to get some Outriders. I need to get the Scout Command. And I need to get some Mounted Rohan commanders as well, or the Captain and the Banner. Ricky says, the main problem I have with Finecast is not knowing if you're actually going to get a decent sculpt. I've lost count the amount of times I had to send miniatures back because of being covered in bubbles or things not forming, like noses or fingers. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely happened to me. I've had things like that happen, but the good thing about GW is that you just tell them about it and they will send you another one, or like, you know, they'll give you a refund. That is the good thing about them. Because you are buying a premium product. We pay premium prices. We expect to get the best quality, right? And if it's not the best quality, then, you know. How much of a pain was building the catapult troll? The catapult looked hard on your stream because I definitely want one. Yeah, the hardest part of the catapult troll build was the catapult itself. You definitely want to dry fit some stuff before you glue anything. But yeah, like it was fine. Like if you've built Forge World stuff before, then I think you'll be okay. If you haven't done anything like that before, then it might be a bit challenging, but it's certainly worth it in the end. It's such a great model. I'm so glad I got it finished. I'm so happy with it. Not that I'm going to be using it in a game anytime soon, but even straightening problems, my Urukai Siege catapult metal rod thing, no matter how many times I straightened it, always droops within a week or two. Yeah, that can happen, unfortunately. Yeah, it's Finecast droop. Happens with spears all the time. Even with Forge World, the spears like they bend. It's really annoying. Especially when you paint it. It's like I don't want to put this thing near hot boiling water when I've painted it. It's so annoying. But, you know, everyone's got their own opinions on those types of things, which is good. Holes in Finecast can be as big as potholes in the road. I once got a when I was first getting back into, like when I restarted my collection essentially, I was doing some Hobbit stuff and I was getting like an army of Thrall, and I ordered Thrall and Thrain. I think I might have told this story before. I ordered Thrall and Thrain off GW, and it arrived, and I looked in the packet. Didn't need to open it. I saw it, you know, when the packet was closed. It came with 2 Thralls and no Thrain. So I'm like, hi, just so you know, took a photo, sent it to him. I got a packet of Thrall and Thrain. It included 2 Thralls and no Thrain. Can you please send me a Thrain? And they're like, yeah, no worries. Didn't have to send it back or anything. They just sent me another one. So now I have 3 Thralls and 1 Thrain. So if anyone wants a couple of Thralls, let me know. I don't know how that kind of packaging mishap happens, but the bots were, the services were revolting, or the bots were revolting, I think, that day. It's an interesting dilemma, that one. It's like, what am I going to do with 2 extra Thralls? But you know, they sent me another one. Like, I didn't have to send the other one back. Didn't have to do anything like that. So they just gave me, you know, 2 free Thralls, I guess. Which is kind of cool. 2 Thralls for Furious. Let's bend this guy. That's pretty straight, actually. I'm still bummed out about all the Army of Thrall changes this edition. It's heartbreaking. I really haven't seen it too much. I haven't done the Hobbit too much in this edition. But I have heard some stuff, which is a shame. But, you know, hopefully when they go back to the Hobbit at some point, fingers crossed, be kind of cool. Like, I feel like they're gonna do like a another Bilbo and the Dwarves journey, like, journal at some point this edition. Ricky says, out of all my user building Finecasts, I've only had one ever kit that didn't have any problems. That was the Mortal Catapult. Everything was perfect. I was completely mind blown. I've heard some really good things about that kit actually in Finecast. They ruined. Josh says, yeah, they ruined that army. Just needed a good 1 or 2 army bonuses to get them into a good spot, though. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, their army bonuses aren't too crash hot, are they? They have high defense, good fire, and good numbers going for them. Yeah, very, very, very true. I remember when they first came out, the Army of Thor, and I was like, they were so good because it was the first dwarf army that had spears. It was such a great time. I remember in my old collection I had a massive Army of Thor. I mean, I've got an Army of Thor now for my new collection, but it's all in boxes. So I have 3 Thors, I have a Thrain, I have all the young dwarves, Grimhammer Captain, the Captain of Erebor, 48 Grimhammers, 48 Warriors of Erebor, but I want to make them... I basically want to convert the Warriors of Erebor into Grimhammers. Because I don't really like to look at the militia state of the Warriors of Erebor. It doesn't really make any sense to me. So I want to kind of convert them up. So I put their spears and like shields onto Grimhammers essentially. So I'll have like 36 and 36 essentially. No, I know they messed up with the Grimhammer change that did helmet then, but really bear some Guardians of the King. I never liked the more Grimhammer spam. Yeah, I mean they did seem like the elite of the army for sure. Orking did amazingly well last edition, taking more warrior spam with some guardians to complement them. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense actually. Demon Hunter says, "Hey, don't forget about Moria foe spears, or did those come out later?" Moria foe spears. What are they? I'm not sure. Dandelion have started. Josh says Dandelion has started doing some updates for Erebor warriors. They all look like Grimhammers, but some have sword / axe and shield and spear shield sculpts, which look really good. Yeah, I've seen them recently, Josh. They look awesome. They look actually look like proper. Because I know some Dandelion stuff looks a bit but looks like it's, you know, but these ones actually do look properly good. And yeah, those are basically the conversions that I wanted to do, but. Yeah, maybe I'll just get rid of my Warriors of Erebor and then just get them, maybe. Who knows? Oh, the Vault Warden teams. Yeah, sorry, I meant like spears as in like rank and file spears. Because Vault Wardens were like... I know you could get Vault Warden teams, but they were like more like elite. You know what I mean? So I was thinking like, you know, your normal Dwarf Warriors, it was the first time you could get spears with them. Demon Hunter says, yeah, my main reason for not running regular Erebor Warriors was them looking so randomly armored here. It was, yeah, that's why I want to convert them when I get to it. But to be honest, at this point, guys, I'm probably just going to get rid of that Army of Thor, because I'm going to be selling a lot of stuff this year. I've got to go through my. I was saying this in the last stream, but I've got to go through the. I'm going to go through my collection. I'd never use the militia looking ones. They don't look great compared to full armored dwarves. No, I completely agree, Josh. They look like the guys that are running out of Erebor after Smaug's attack. They don't look like, you know, if they were called Erebor militia, then yeah, that makes sense. But they're Erebor warriors, like they're warriors that you're supposed to go out to war with, and they just look like a ragtag bunch of old dudes. It's like you randomly go to a bar on like a Thursday night, and you're just like, yep, here's your spear, here's your sword or your axe, and here's your shield. Let's go. Righto, lads, let's go. That's what they look like. Like, they're nice models, I just don't like the aesthetic, to be honest. I know people have done a lot more conversions, like I'm not the first one to make this suggestion. I know people have done a lot of conversions for them before. And what I think I do to make them different, if I do end up converting them, is to use the two-handed Grimhammers to be actual Grimhammers. And then use the ones that have got like one weapon in each hand, use them for the Warrior's Variable. And convert those ones up. So there's a visible difference. So use like the two-handed Grimhammers for actual Grimhammers. Because that makes sense. Joshua Crosby says, I think... Josh says, I think they're good for battle companies or a Moria expedition. That's when they'd be really good, I think. A Moria expedition, like Balin's expedition, that'd be a good shout, actually, Josh. Actually, that's a really good idea, actually. Like a Moria expedition force, use those... Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, actually. Because, you know, they're traveling, you know, they're not expecting to be fighting. They'd be in some armor, but they, you know, be in like traveling gear and with their weapons. It's actually a nice idea, actually. Make a nice little list with that. Even like the Captain of Erebor, because the Captain of Erebor looks like the same as well. And like you see it in Moria, like a lot of the dwarves that are in there that got killed in Balin's tomb and like in like that area, Balin's expedition, they didn't have a lot of helmets and fully armor. So yeah, Josh, that would make a lot of sense actually. It's a nice idea. And they would have come from Erebor, so... I think that's pretty straight. Nice. Okay, next one. Do some bows. I kind of want to leave this guy till last because I don't want to break the axe. Demon Hunter says, to be fair, that could also be the goblin scavenging the dwarf goblins. That's true as well. Take the fun out of it. No, that is true. That could be a thing. That'd be like a cool profile to have, like a goblin scavenger. You know, like looted like with dwarf armor and dwarf weapons. That'd be kind of cool. I'm down for it. Is anyone hobbying away while they're watching the stream? No, some of you are. Anyone else? Josh, are you finally doing some hobby, dude? I know you're excited to do some hobby. Yeah, they're decent enough models, just crazy. They're defense 7 with a shield, and some of them don't even have proper armor on. Yeah, just some chamber. Yeah, that's what really got me. It's like they should be changed around. Like Grimhammer should be defense 7, and they should be like defense 6 or something. Demon Hunter says, "What do you think the barrel does in Moria all day? Guy has got to be bored out of his mind. He's probably just sleeping." I'm pretty sure he was asleep, and then Pippin woke him up. Because wasn't it when Thangorodrim was destroyed and Morgoth sent all the Balrogs out that he was like, go and hide or go and sleep or something until you needed? So they're probably just sleeping. But their sleep is probably not like our sleep. Grimhammer's a defense 7. Oh, they are defense 7. Oh, they never used to be. So I'm thinking of the old edition. They used to be defense 6. So it tells you I don't play them too often. Well, in that case, they should be defense 8. Nosby Dana says, by the time I get back to hobbying, you might be finished the magazine program. What, by 2030? What's the plan anyway? What's 94 times 2? 94 times 2 is 6 188, so 188 weeks from now, which is what, it's about just under 4 years or something. Doing some Soviets I posted in Discord. I'll get up in a second, Ricky. Awesome, dude. Have you gotten those new plastic Soviets, the ones that came out like a few months ago? I'm going to be getting some of them soon from my Fall of Poland campaign. Actually, Ricky, while I'm actually at the desk, I can actually show you some stuff. Whoops. Some of my early war Germans. These guys. Officer. But you guys aren't here for that. That's why I've got another channel for them. Still be watching. I appreciate it, Nosby Thumbs. Ricky says, yeah, they're really nice. Best plastic kit they've done. Saying that the new Japanese look phenomenal as well. Yeah, they do actually. But it'll be quite a while until they've done that. Until I get some of them, to be honest. Following to hobby, getting 2 lowering guards, spear / shields, silver armor done at the moment. Very nice, Josh. Very nice. Ricky says, currently doing the special miniature they've done a few months ago. It's commissars looking over a map. Isn't that the it was like something called like Stalingrad or something? Let's have a look. Hopefully if I do this, the stream won't crash. Discord. Let's find out. Oh, I've forgotten his update. Oh no, it doesn't. Are we good? Did the stream stutter? I think we're okay. Stream's still okay, I think. So if I go to that, oh, it's not. Screen capture. Boom. Okay, where are you? And then if I do properties, nope, that's the wrong one. If I do transform, fit to screen, nope. Transform, stretch the screen. What the? Why is this so zoomed in? Alright, what I'm gonna do here is remove that. Yes. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a new one. What we need is that one. Add source. Boom! There we go. Audio dropped in volume a bit. Hopefully that's better. Hang on, let me just check the settings. No. See, this is the problem I had with the last time with the audio. Let me know if that's any better. That should be fixed now. Okay, so the audio should be fixed and that should be fixed. I think. Let me just check. You should be seeing what I'm seeing now. Fingers crossed. Yep. By the looks of it. Let me just check. You should be seeing. Alrighty, so what we have here from Ricky are some base coats on some World War II Soviets, bolt action, really nice, awesome dude, and some of the new plastics, yeah, they're awesome. So much better than the old sprue as well. Like when they had sets like two arms and then a weapon option. So much easier. I can't wait to get some. They're gonna look good. I've actually been recording some videos for my bolt action channel, or my historical wargaming channel. But I want to make sure I've got a few videos ready to go before I actually start putting them out. Audio's fixed, image is fine too. Yeah, awesome guys. Thank you for letting me know. Let's fix this guy's bow. Ricky says, yeah, it was the whole reason why I didn't start bolt action until now, as the old kits were trash. Soviet Unions was my favourite part of World War II history. Yeah, they say, Ricky, when you're a guy, that you're either going to one of two things. You're either going to cars or you're going to history. And I went into history. And yeah, I've been looking so much into the history of World War II at the moment, and because I want to do like a whole like World War II campaign on that other channel. So like starting from possibly even the invasion of Manchuria, but probably starting from Poland, the Battle of Westerplatte, and the first shots at Danzig, right up until like Iwo Jima and Okinawa. And yeah, I'm like writing my own scenarios for them as well. As you know, I love my narrative stuff, so that's how I want to go with that. Because I got the starter set for Bolt Action 1, I also got the starter set for Bolt Action 2, but I never really got into it. And yeah, over the last few months I've just been buying up a lot of stuff. I've got a Warlord order on the way now, actually. You know what I got the other day? Ugh. I got these guys. The German Veteran Infantry Platoon. These are the new German, well, not new, about a year old now, but they're really, really good stuff. Really nice stuff. Yeah. I got them from Ward. I like ordering from Warlord because you get some loyalty stuff from them. Wish GW did that. Ha! As if. Nice, another fantastic kit. That's what I'm going to be using for my Stalingrad diorama. Yeah, so I painted up like some early war Blitzkrieg Germans. I've got like 60 of them like half of them's painted, half of them's on their way. So that'll be for the invasion of France theatre. And then I'm going to be using these guys for Operation Barbarossa, which would be cool. But that's a long way off, because after the fall of Poland we're going to do the Winter War, so Russia versus Finland. And then after that, we're doing... it's Germany versus Norway at that point, I think, of the war. And then it's Denmark, Norway, and then Belgium and France, I think. Battle of the Atlantic, Battle of Britain. Gonna do all that kind of stuff. Happy birthday, Benji. Have a great day. Thank you, Ozzy. Yeah, actually now it is my birthday now, technically. It is now the 12th. Thank you, Aussie, though. Free miniatures sometimes as well. I ordered a bunch of the advent calendar minis. They arrived the other day, and a free sprue of German grenades. Nice. Nice, Ricky. Yeah, I bought like... How many did I buy? I think I bought 12 of the advent minis. I bought like 12 of them, and then I got a couple of other things, like some Polish stuff and like some bases and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've not received a Warlord Games order yet that I have not got something free in it. But the first one I got some German Grenadiers. The second order I got some US Rangers. The third one that I got the other week was I got some British Line Infantry for Black Powder, I think, or whatever. It's the little one. And I also got some US Rangers with that as well. So got like 2 free sprues in that one, which is kind of cool. My own campaign taken from the films I watched. Ah, very nice. Very nice, Nostradamus. Demon Hunter says, happy birthday finally, 18. No, I am 30. I am 30. It's not what I want to do. There we go. Aussie says. I mean, technically I wasn't born for another 8 hours and 8.5 hours. I was born at 8:43 in the morning. So technically it's not my birthday yet, but it is the day, so. But I keep saying to myself that 30 is the new 20, so it's just another chapter in my life, so we've got to make the most of it. And I feel like this year's going to be pretty big for me. There's a lot of things in this year that I'm going to be doing, so we'll see what we do. Nosby Dumbus says, happy birthday day, another year older, but you're always young as you feel. Demonta says, oh, did you get any 30 plus DLC? It usually auto installs when sleeping. Well, I haven't been to sleep yet, so we shall see when I wake up. As long as it's free DLC, I'll take it. I'm not paying for it. Happy 30th birthday, still a young whippersnapper as I'm 35 this year. Nice, Ricky. Not too far behind. Yeah, Aussie. I mean, what, Aussie, you're what, 20 this year or 21 this year? I think. Alright, well, I'm going to leave that one till last because I don't want to break it. Josh says, happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a good one. Thank you, dude. Nelly got both elves fully armored up now, but had to put the paintbrush down for a second to get everything on for today's roast. Fair enough. Roast is important. I'm glad you got the priorities right, Josh. Please tell me you put Yorkies in on the for the roast. I love me some Yorkies. What kind of protein is it today? $22 next month. Oh, I was close. It was close, Aussie. Congrats, dude. 13:15 on a Sunday here, just below the Great Ice Wall, and the snow's almost gone. I thought you guys were having like a massive storm over there, like a massive winter storm. Or is that more down south? Down south. Being out of school now for 3 years went too fast. That seems, yeah, that seems crazy, Aussie. I remember when like when we were streaming, and you were like, "Oh yeah, just got the day off school," and that was kind of funny. It goes way too fast, I tell ya. Way too fast. Demon Hunter says school for me was like 18 years ago. Yeah, it was my, I guess this will be my 12th year out of school this year. I mean, I did TAFE, but I'm at high school. It was a big storm a few days ago. Luckily, my area wasn't affected that much. A bit of wind damage, fences and fallen trees. Okay, so it's not in the moment. I must have read something. It must have been from a few days ago. I know some places over there are like insanely cold at the moment. It's like you guys were like the coldest place on Earth. We were the hottest place yesterday. 43 degrees yesterday, guys. In a kitchen, that's not nice. I'll tell you that now. But we got through it. Closed early though. It is now currently 16 degrees. What a difference a day makes, eh? Oh, it was crazy, Aussie. It was crazy. In lockdown, I was in year 10. Jeez, that seems insane. Wait, the first one or the second lockdown, Aussie? Hey, Micah, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Happy New Year, my friend. Now it's going to rain for the next week, yeah. Hey, I'd rather that. I love it. I love the cold. Even when it's like, you know, in the middle of winter here, I still wear shorts and a shirt. Like, I love the cold. 8 degrees here. What's -2 at night? Time on Friday. It was absolutely freezing cycling back home. Oof. I love that. It was -12 over here over the night here. Now it's like -3. I'm not too worried. I'm just hoping the roads are clear tomorrow. Driving with ice/snow still terrifies me. Oh, of course it would. Of course it would. It's like someone was saying that oh, it's so hot today, like this was yesterday. And then I saw them again today and they're like, oh, it's a bit cold today. I was like, shut up. I'm so tired. Well, go to bed, Ozzy. It's alright. It's all good. Hey, Fallen, welcome to the stream, dude. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. 14 in the chat, guys. Welcome, everyone. How you doing? Fawn, happy birthday, brother. Hope you had an awesome one. Hopefully not working. Thanks, Fawn. I was originally supposed to, but then I got surprised because we had like a staff like meal tonight, like a staff party. And then my boss got in contact with my mum, my sister, and my auntie, and they all came over. My auntie drove like 3 hours down south, up from like a 3-hour drive. My mum drove over from Penrith with my sister, so they all surprised me. I was not expecting it, and he's like, "Oh, you got tomorrow off because you're going out with your auntie or something." So we're yeah. So I now have the next 2 days off, which is kind of cool. Even though I did have some plans for Wednesday, Thursday, but that's alright. We'll sort something out. Now the gang appears. Still on Smaug. No, Fawn. I am on Dunlending Warriors. These you can't buy them anymore. I got these off eBay from about 6 months ago. Pretty cheap. I say cheap. Cheap because they're out of production. So, Johnny Mitro, welcome to stream, dude. How you doing? Hey there, mate. What are you working on? Yeah, I'm working on Warriors of Dunland, Armored Warriors of Dunland, because they we need them for our Battle Games in Middle-earth series. Yeah, it's been crazy for them. It's not been very nice at all. Hopefully you're okay with all the fires down there. Hopefully you're not affected too much. I woke up this morning coughing and sneezing because there was so much smoke in the air up here. Because of that southerly yesterday. You started games of D&D. Awesome, Vaughn. That's pretty cool. The only thing I do about D&D is I watch Critical Role. Which I don't know if it's the same or not. But Glowfight says, happy birthday, hope you have an awesome day and got to celebrate with something fun. Thank you, Glowfight, I appreciate it, dude. Hope you were doing well as well. Micah didn't even read the title. Happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, Micah. All good, dude. Yeah, it is now. Well, it is technically my birthday day now. It's past midnight now, so technically it is. But yeah, I'm hoping if I get some birthday money, I'm gonna get the Balrog. I'm gonna buy a Balrog. I'm gonna buy a Watcher in the Water because we need them as well for the Battle Games Middle-earth series. So that's what I'm gonna be getting. Fingers crossed. Fallen says, I'm not affected, I'm near the sea, but yeah, it's been bad. Could see all the smoke, yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're safe, dude. Since I started playing Baldur's Gate 3, I'm guessing, I want to get into D&D more. Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense. I've never played it, but I've heard very good things about it. Josh says, only a chicken for the meat in today's roast. Boiling the potatoes now. Very nice. Don't we have in the Discord something? I was thinking about making like a food channel. Oh no, I kind of want to see your roast, Josh, when it's done. Pop it in the Discord when it's done. I'm thinking, like, I'm a chef. I should make like a food post, and everyone can just post whatever, you know, food stuff in there. I think that'd be kind of funny, right? I think that'd be kind of funny. Oh, Micah. Thank you so much, Micah, for 5 gifted memberships. Ricky's got another membership. It snipes Lily as well. That's cool. Thank you so much, my friend. That means a lot. You're insane. Bilbo's going on adventures, guys. He's going on adventures. Hopefully you guys can hear that, actually. But yeah, thank you, Michael. That means a lot, dude. Thank you. Demon Hunter says, my D&D days are behind me. I ended up being at the forever GM anyway, Game Master. All the time I used to do prep, I now use for hobby. Nice. Probably seems like a good move then, Demon Hunter. Glowfight says, I run a D&D for my buds every Friday on the cusp of finishing a 6-year campaign. That's insane. That is mental. Yeah, I've seen like one that's gone on for like 20 odd years or 30 years or something. Like he's like either in the US or in the UK. It's insane. Baldur's Gate 3 is a generational, life-changing game. It's unbelievable. I've heard very good things about it. Fallen's been a member for 5 months. Happy birthday. Thank you, Fallen. Thank you, dude. And thank you for still being a member, dude. I know you do it just to support me and you don't really expect anything, but I appreciate it, dude. Josh says, aha, my food posting in there would be like my Mirkwood Elves, 4 chicken and broccolis a day every day. I'm down for it if you are. Josh. There's another one I missed. I bent it back. It looks pretty good. It's a little bit bent, as you guys can see, the axe handle. It's a little bit bent. But I think we're okay. It's not too bad, actually. You eat 4 whole chickens a day. I don't think that's what he meant. But if I was to do like a food channel, like on the Discord, what should I call it? Because it's gotta be fucking... Should I call it like the Prancing Pony? Or something along those lines? Call it like, Barlaman's Bar or something like that. I don't know. You guys come up with a name, and I'll make the thing. Ozzy said just booked a cruise for 10 days of July, in July with mates Vanuatu. Oh, very nice, Ozzy. Awesome. I've never been on a cruise. I'd like to go on one day. The second breakfast. Oh, second breakfast. That's a good one. It's a good one. Off to Japan in 9 days, says Fallen. Yeah, I know you're excited for that. Get all that anime stuff over there. Four chicken breasts and broccolis. Aha! I could eat 4 chickens in a day, but might be overkill, literally. Yeah, don't go too hard. Micah says, I'm going to Sydney and Melbourne for a week in a couple of weeks. That's awesome. You got any plans? There's a few more bits on this guy for some reason. It's odd. We've had 1 chicken and broccoli, yes, but how about 2nd, 3rd and 4th chicken and broccoli? If I made the food channel though, guys, would anyone actually post anything on there? Other than me and Josh's chicken and broccoli. I think that could be quite fun. Micah says, going to a concert in Sydney. Oh, nice. Which one? Going to the men's seconds semi-final at Australian Open. Probably do some other things as well. Wait, isn't the Australian Open in Melbourne? I thought the Australian Open was always in Melbourne. Cooking until Tariel kisses me. Forward, have you seen about Evangeline Lilly? Did you see what happened to her? Such a shame. Yeah, I've got 2 concerts in March actually. I've got one. I got them literally 2 weeks between each other. I got one I'm going to Lincoln Park, and then I've got we're going down south. It's like a festival kind of thing with Jimmy Barnes, Ice House, Ian Moss, Kate Ceberano. It's gonna be good. Vaughan says yes, I have. Yeah, such a shame. So it just tells you life can throw a curveball at you any moment. It happens to anyone, not just us. I'm going to Ludwiko and Dan. I can't even say that. He's a classical composer. Oh, interesting. Fair enough. Yeah, I probably don't know. I couldn't even say the name. Ludovico Einaudi. Mike is probably just laughing at the way I'm saying it. I'm guessing he sounds Italian. Most classical composers are. Just thinking today how lucky I was to go to Hobbiton. Yeah, I know, Fawn. I was supposed to go in 2020, but then everything happened. I will get there one day, though. I will get there one day. Sorry to rub it in. No worries, dude. He is Italian, yes. Yeah, I had a hunch. I'm seeing the Wombats and Two Door Cinema Club later this year. Never heard of them, to be honest, Josh. Sorry? Never heard of them. What kind of music are they? Oh, there's a big one there, actually. Right on the axe head. Marcus says, I'm going to New Zealand next month. Most likely first time going back home in 15 years. Hobbiton is definitely on the list, but mostly South Island. Yeah, South Island's nice. I mean, that's where most of the filming got done. Was mostly in the South Island. To be fair, that last name could also be a Germanic, first name definitely Italian. Yeah, that makes sense. Always want to go to New Zealand, Aussie? Yeah, me too. We will get there one day, my friend. I'm gonna go back to the Chieftain because I feel like I missed a few things on him. Fawn says, if you act in any army in Lord of the Rings, who would you choose, or like any type of... So if you could be like any race or be in any army? That's a tough one. Josh would say elves, I know that. It's a meme now. There's like, what race would you want to be? Because like, what army, like what race you'd want to be? I don't know actually. I'm trying to think. It'd probably be like dwarves, maybe. Maybe dwarves. We should do a group trip to New Zealand one day. I'll tell you what, Micah. If we ever hit 100,000 subscribers, we'll do a we'll do a fan meetup in New Zealand. I think we're actually very close to 3,000 subscribers. Which would be a kind of cool birthday present. 3,000 subscribers. I don't know how. I think we're like 40 away or something. So probably won't happen today, but. Athelian Rangers, I already have the outfit. Yeah, Athelian Ranger would be cool. Fallen says I would be an orc 100%. I just know their movement. Yeah, well, orcs die really easily. Two British bands, I reckon you may have heard some of the Two Door Cinema Club's music. It's on a lot of things, shows, ads, etc. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, like I just haven't heard the band. It's a lot of things. Like I've probably heard the music. I just don't know what the band name is. I think someone just posted in the stream thread. Ah. Michael, is that you in that? Demon Hunter? Is that actually you in that? That's kind of cool though. That's very cool. It is you, Demon. It is you, Michael. That's awesome, dude. That's such a cool costume too. I love it. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. That looks awesome, dude. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Josh says 100 million% elves for me, haha, live for crazy long time is a big bonus. Yeah, that's true. Now for the hardest question. What is one thing in any of the Lord of the Rings films you cannot stand /hate /don't like? Micah says nothing, the film's a reflection. Not the thing that I really hate. It might maybe annoyance more than anything, but I don't really hate anything in them, to be honest. I'd like to do with strength and the toughness, but I wouldn't want to be short. Yeah, that's the only problem, eh? I'd like one of the elves' martial prowesses. Sorry. I'd like more of the elves' martial prowesses was shown more. They don't really seem very good at fighting in the films from what we see. Also, in a perfect world, I'd have a longer prologue for the last lines. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Demon Hunter says, I know, right? When I was done with Star Wars cosplay, I wanted to do something Lord of the Rings, Fountain Courtyard was my first choice, but it was going to cost me a bit more than I wanted. Yeah, I can imagine. I could imagine that. Probably that the extendeds aren't 5 hours each film. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Peter literally said in the commentary of Lord of the Rings that the 20-year anniversary, he'd do like an extended cut. Did it come out? No. Maybe for the 25th anniversary, we'll get an extended cut. I'd be so down for that. Put everything that wasn't in the film back in. Like Eowyn fighting in the glittering caves, like the extra bits of the Last Alliance. You know, there is one thing that did annoy me. One thing that I didn't really like in the films. And that's when the Gandalf and the Witch King face each other. Like, I think that was done so much better in the books. That's done so much better in the books, and it doesn't make Gandalf look like a bitch. Like, Gandalf's literally like he's basically like on the same, not the same level, but he's on the same, he's a Maya, he's on the same level as Sauron. I know he's like more constrained to a mortal body, but you know, he should be able to take on the Witch King no problem. Considering what he's done as well, that makes no sense whatsoever. If I had to pick one thing, it'd be that. It's the one thing I don't like in the extended editions, is that bit. Singing Mrihil would have been cool. I agree. Hate that Gandalf looks like Wimp versus the Witch King. Yeah, it makes no sense, Josh. Yeah, it's a bit silly, especially since he spooked off like all the raves on wings with a flashlight a few scenes ago. Exactly, it makes no sense. I don't know what they were thinking, but that wasn't it. What they should have done was like in the book. Like that scene in the book is so good. It makes Gandalf look like a boss. Like, obviously it wouldn't happen like in the book because, you know, anticlimactic, but, you know, it could have easily done something along those lines. Like, maybe, like, Gandalf was, like, trying to help some men of Gondor, and, like, you know, they were pushing back, and then the Witch King came through, and then he did the whole thing. But that's some great Gandalf lines. Hang on, I gotta look it up. I don't know it off the top of my head, but Gandalf vs Witch King dialogue book. In The Return of the King, Gandalf confronts the Witch King at the Black Gate, not the Pelennor Fields. In the movie, no, does it in Minas Tirith. Commands the Witch King to return to the Abyss, stating he serves no master. The Witch King arrives with the Horde, demands entry. When Gandalf with Pippin nearby blocks him, declaring, "You cannot enter here. Go back to the Abyss, prepared for you. Go back, fall into the nothing that awaits you and your master. Go." The Witch King retreats to the approaching Rohirrim horns. I don't think that's actually right, but I feel like there was something more than that. There we go. In rode the Lord of the Nazgul, a great black shape against the fires beyond he loomed up, grown to a vast menace of despair. In rode the Lord of the Nazgul, under the archway that no enemy ever yet passed, and all fled before his face. All save one. They, waiting silent and still in the space before the gate, sacked Gandalf upon Shadowfax. Shadowfax, who alone among the free horses of the earth endured the terror, unmoving, steadfast as a graven image in Rathdin. You cannot enter here, said Gandalf, and the huge shadow halted. Go back to the abyss prepared for you. Go back, fall into the nothingness that awaits you and your master. Go. The Black Rider flung back his hood, and behold, he had a kingly crown, and yet upon no head visible was it set. The red fires shone between it, and the mantled shoulders vast and dark. From a mouth unseen there came a deadly laughter. Old fool, he said, old fool, this is my hour. Do you not know death when you see it? Die now and curse in vain. And with that he lifted high his sword, and flames ran down the blade. In that very moment, away behind in some courtyard of the city, a cock crowed. Shrill and clear he crowed, reckoning nothing of war nor of wizardry, welcoming only the morning that in the sky far above the shadows of death was coming within the dawn. And as if in answer there came from far away another note, horns, horns, horns. In dark Mount Dilluin's sides they dimly echoed, great horns to the north, wildly blowing. Rohan had come at last. See, that sounds so much better. That's like that. Like, that's a boss. Like there. Like everyone fell back except for Gandalf. Like that's, and like he doesn't break his staff or anything. There you go. There's some reading of Lord of the Rings to you guys. Probably not as good as an audiobook, but there you go. You don't know all the books word by word. I know the films word by word, but no, not the books, unfortunately. Minus 50. Gondor Warriors should have been better, though. Yeah, true. They're portrayed so input, yeah. Looked like a militia getting battered by orcs. Agreed. Idiots literally shooting a metal tower instead of the trolls. No, aim for the trolls! To be fair, they might as well not wear any armor when they shitty orc bow punches straight through the thickest part of plate armor. Yeah, true. True. There you go, guys. What did you think of that? Did you guys like that little passage reading? I know my voice isn't probably the best to be reading that kind of stuff, but there you go. Anyway, there's some me reading Lord of the Rings to you at 1 AM in the morning. That's such a great passage in the book, though. I love it. So good. So good. Has anyone actually got the audiobooks, the Andy Serkis ones? I've been meaning to give them a listen. I've heard they're very good, though. I've listened to a little bit of it, but... Just giving another double check, guys, that we've got everything. Well, for the night, happy birthday again, and hope you have a good day. Thank you, Micah. Appreciate you, dude. And thank you for the gifted memberships as well. It means a lot, dude. Have a good one. Hopefully see you in the next one, which will be next Sunday, the next stream. But we'll have a couple of videos out this week, guys, too. Yes, they are fantastic. You've done a great job. Yeah. Only be here does badly is a Scouse, Baragon, and Baragal. Oh, really? Beragont. Not sure why he decided to do that. Josh says, yeah, they made most good troops bad to create tension instead of making it more about the sheer number of evil troops, which is more accurate, like the Galadriel walking into a berserker's blade. Yeah. Which makes no sense whatsoever. You're an immortal elf and you get speared by a spike, which you could easily just bat it away. Because once they batted them away, they've got no defense. Literally. It makes no sense. These are actually really nice models, guys, too. I appreciate them a lot. I've never really looked at them properly before, so I've never owned any of these dumb endings. Now I'm looking at them, they're really nice models. Obviously not as good as, like, you know, models that we get these days, but they're still very, very nice. I'm looking forward to paint these guys up. Something a bit different. What do you guys think? Should I use the plastic Urukai Scouts or should I use the metal Urukai Scouts? I've got to get them. I've got to get either way. Either way, I've got them. I've got to get them built and painted. So, what do you guys think I should do? Metal Scouts or plastic Scouts? Is that a part I've just missed? Oh, no, it's store handle. That's alright. I haven't seen the metal scouts, but the plastic scouts were really decent in my opinion. Good poses, decent sculpts. I can show you Demon Hunter. Let me look him up. We have Uruk Scouts. I cannot spell for anything. Workshop. Images. So if I do this, then we go to this, and then we go to this, which everything should still work fine, hopefully, fingers crossed. So we have these guys, the plastic scouts, these guys here, and then these are the metal scouts. Can we image a new tabs? So these are the metal scouts. It's probably a bad image of them actually. Hopefully you can see him there. Yeah. Because I've got both, so I can do either or. Aha, found a piece. Nick Taylor says I prefer the metal ones to plastic ones. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Some nice alternate poses. Either would be fine. I'm abstaining from the vote. Well, that doesn't help. And also, guys, I think I asked this in the last stream, but I don't think I delved deeply on it. What would you guys think about me doing like Lord of the Rings video games on stream? Would you guys be up for that? Like Lego Lord of the Rings, The War in the North, Battle for Middle Earth, like the, you know, the old games, the old classic games. What would you guys be up? Would you guys be up to watching that, or not really? Just not always, not all the time, but you know, with that rumored game and being announced, then who knows what we might get. Ricky says I do like the metal for nostalgia, but I do think the plastic still holds up really well and will be easy to paint on more variety. Yeah. I'll see. I'll see what I do. See, there's a piece there I missed. See, lucky I'm going back over them. Oh, that's a big piece I missed there. Jeez. I'd be so annoyed with myself if I saw these when I was painting them. So how they go on the bases? They're pretty good. Pretty solid actually. Actually, guys, how do you do your bases? Do you put the bigger part to the front and the smaller parts to the back, or do you go the opposite way? I always go the bigger part to the front and the smaller parts to the back. but I know some people do different things. So the banner will go like that. It's a cool banner. Yeah, the bases are a bit, how you doing? That's alright. Scrape some of that away. Hopefully they should fit in. Still a bit. Scrape away the names. Josh Crosby says biggest part of the front. See, he knows what he's talking about. That's what I've done that with every miniature I've ever owned. Biggest parts of the front. Yeah, that's better. So that fits in nicely. It's alright. Bit. So this one needs to be shaved back a bit. Put these on. So that one's okay. That one needs to be shaved back a bit. Chieftain needs to be shaved back a bit. Okay, they all need to be shaved back a little bit. That's right. You guys don't have to watch me do that bit. Alright, so that's basically cleaned up now. So I don't think I've got any super glue though. So I'm gonna have to wait. Get some tomorrow before I can glue them onto their bases. But they're pretty much cleaned up now, which is good. Took a little while. Oh, no, my hands stink now. When you clean up metal, they stink. Not played the game in years, but only played half a dozen games since it came out. I think when it came out, we had unit bases too. When they were around, was it like Fire and Ice game? Ah, so you're probably thinking of the War of the Ring version, Nosbigdamus. That came out in, I want to say 2008? 2008 or 2009? I want to say 2008, War of the Ring came out. It was like mass battles, like on these square. It was like eight slots for these bases, and then 2 for the cavalry bases, or something like that. I do have the War of the Ring book still. It's a very it's cool to see. Cool. It's got some good stuff in there. Some good juice inside. But I think, guys, that'll do it. Been streaming for about 3 hours. I was only going to go for 2 hours, but you know, that's all good. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream.
But I think, guys,
like I said, I'll have a couple of videos up this week, guys. I'll have the Freylaf video finally out, which will be the first one. And then I'll finally have the hobby vlogs back as well. So we'll have a hobby vlog up this week as well, which will be cool. So those two videos, and if we get any news or anything like that, there is a preview show on Friday. I don't think we're going to get anything though, which sucks. But maybe we might get something announced in the article in the Warcom. We'll have to wait and see. I'll put a video out if there is. If not, I will see you guys next Sunday. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you so very much for watching. Agreed, nice to catch a stream again. I had a good time. Have a great birthday. Thank you, Demon Hunter. Thank you, Josh. Both Joshes. Nosbig Damas, Ricky, Ozzy, Fawn, everyone who watched. Hazard, Nick Taylor, Micah, Ricky, all you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will hope you guys have a good week. Hope you enjoy your roast, Josh. Make sure to put a post up in Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. But thank you so much for watching, and take care, guys.